Dneshnya politika yostra. Hidden hands are working overtime to remove the Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Imran Khan, from power. The first attempt was when the ruling Tehreek-e-Insaf Party of Pakistan lost the support of the Muttahida Qaumi Movement party, a key coalition partner, and thereby actually lost its majority in parliament, which allowed the procedure of expressing no confidence in the Prime Minister to begin. It's important to give you a background of what's happened so far. Imran Khan came to power in 2018. He has been accused of failing to improve the economic situation of the country, as well as to fight corruption. All this propaganda was broadcasted by the Western media, as well as a number of Pakistani TV channels. It was last weekend that a no-confidence vote was to take place against Imran Khan in Parliament. However, Pakistan's President Arif Alvi dissolved the country's National Assembly on the advice of Imran Khan after his party blocked a no-confidence vote to prevent the Prime Minister's removal. This meant that Imran Khan was to remain as Prime Minister until the appointment of an interim Prime Minister. A parliamentary election was to be held in the country within 90 days. However, everything has now changed. Pakistan's top court rules that blocking a no-confidence vote against Imran Khan was unconstitutional. Parliament will now reconvene on Saturday to proceed with the vote against Imran Khan. If he is voted out, the opposition parties could appoint a new Prime Minister who can hold power until August 2023. My dear friends, we all know what's happening here. Imran Khan knows very well, as well as his supporters, there's a conspiracy against Imran Khan.
We've communicated to Pakistan our position regarding Russia's further renewed invasion of Ukraine.
The Pakistani ambassador to the United States reported to Islamabad about the warning of the US State Department, which basically said Khan must resign or the Americans will leave him with the help of the tamed opposition. In addition, the country's information minister Fawad Chaudhry reported on an impending plot to assassinate the Prime Minister. According to Chaudhry, a letter from America was received on March the 7th, which said, "We will spare Pakistan if Khan leaves, otherwise Pakistan will have to face the consequences." Prime Minister Imran Khan showed this message to the members of his cabinet at an urgently convened meeting. Imran Khan himself accused Washington of plotting against him, and he's got his reasons, because he said he's not anti-American nor anti-Indian. He's also said that he criticizes Western foreign policy and he finds it wrong. What Imran Khan wants to do is pursue an independent foreign policy, and some powers in the West don't like that. Imran Khan advocated for the development of cooperation with China, especially within the framework of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and also with Russia, which causes rejection from the Americans. The Pakistani Prime Minister criticizes the European Union for trying to force Islamabad to vote for an anti-Russian resolution at the United Nations. Speaking to the citizens of Pakistan, Imran Khan once said that 22 Western countries were pressing the authorities to join the resolution condemning Russia's actions at the UN. He refused to condemn Russia's special military operation in Ukraine, noting that his country has friendly ties with the United States, Russia, China, and the European Union, and is not going to join any camp. Also, there's been a report on the Pakistani newspaper Dawn that the United States put direct pressure on the Prime Minister when he was going to Moscow, demanding to cancel his visit. Nevertheless, the visit to Moscow took place. Prime Minister Imran Khan met with Russian President Vladimir Putin on February the 24th, the day of the start of a special operation in Ukraine. According to official reports, the two leaders discussed the situation in Ukraine, regional problems and relations between the two countries. Imran Khan does have the support of Pakistani intelligence services, as well as possibly the Chinese intelligence as well, because he was able to preempt the coup attempt. However, what will happen next is problematic. A serious political battle awaits for Imran Khan. His political opponent, the chief of the General Staff of the Pakistani Army, Qamar Javed Bajwa, supports Ukraine and insists that Pakistan distance itself from Russia.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is deeply concerned about the conflict in Ukraine. With Ukraine, we enjoy excellent defense and economic relationships since its independence. With Russia, we had cold relations for a long time due to numerous reasons. However, recently there have been some positive development in this regard. Sadly, the Russian invasion against Ukraine is very unfortunate, as thousands of people have been killed, millions made refugees, and half of Ukraine destroyed.
Two clans and two parties, which until recently alternately ruled the country, are acting against the government. The Pakistan Muslim League, led by people from the Sharif family, some of whom have settled in London today and are supported by British intelligence, and the Pakistan's People's Party, which is under the patronage of the Bhutto family. In order to survive this fight, Imran Khan needs to make the most of his political resources and not stray from his foreign policy course, to maintain cooperation with China and Russia, and to activate the work of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and break through into BRICS. Plus also to normalize relations with India. This is the only way Islamabad can be on the rise, which the United States and Great Britain don't want to see. Imran Khan has a chance of success. Recently, the Khalij magazine published in the UAE printed survey data according to which the overwhelming majority of Pakistanis consider Imran Khan the best prime minister in the last 15 years. He's significantly ahead of his opponents and political opponents in popularity. I have a feeling things will change. Imran Khan should not step down. After all, Imran Khan is a professional athlete who captained the Pakistan national cricket team from 1982 to 1992, and in the year 1992 made Pakistan a world cricket champion, the only time in history. Will he have enough athletic skills to continue the fight against the soldiers of Dajjal, who are operating from behind the shadows, who are intimidating the country with another military coup? Will he be able to develop a competent strategy for balancing between the United States and China? The clock is ticking. Time may be running out quite soon, but there are signs that the generals are dissatisfied with Imran Khan, and what will happen next is now very difficult to predict. Pray for Pakistan.